Why didn't the Jedi use the Force to defeat General Grievous? General Grievous was one of the most successful Jedi hunters of all time, despite not being Force sensitive. This was an extremely impressive feat, as Jedi were widely regarded as almost completely unstoppable, and no match for a non-Force sensitive. As we discussed in the Why Didn't the Sith Force Choke Their Opponents in a Duel video, Force sensitives utilised a Force shield to prevent their opponents from using the Force against them. Grievous was unable to Force shield, and so this begs the question, why did the Jedi rarely use the Force on the Separatist general? One of the primary reasons for this was through the machinations of Dooku. The Count was a former Jedi himself, and was keenly aware of how the Jedi drew upon the Force and used it against their opponents. Dooku purposely designed Grievous's cybernetic suit to be intimidating and fear-inducing. This design filled the Jedi with dread, weakening their connection to the light side of the Force, and thus making it more difficult for them to use the Force as a weapon. The cyborg's lightsaber style also prevented Jedi from using the Force against him. Grievous used ambush tactics, preventing a Jedi from calming their minds and weakening their connection to the Force. This was further compounded by Grievous's sheer unrelenting speed, never allowing a Jedi to fully compose themselves in combat. This speed forced the Jedi to utilise the Force to augment their own speed, preventing them from using other abilities on the general, as well as hindering a Jedi's ability to use the Force against him through sheer power and intimidation. Grievous's cybernetic suit was designed to be highly resistant to commonly used Jedi Force powers. Dooku knew that most Jedi only ever used defensive abilities like Force Push and Force Pull. He therefore gave Grievous clawed feet to resist this ability, as well as incredibly strong armor plating to prevent injury. Overall, these characteristics made Grievous an incredibly formidable opponent, even for the greatest of Jedi, and prevented them from using the Force against him. Ultimately, it was the Jedi's ability to recognize these strengths that allowed them to defeat him. Mace Windu used the forbidden Force Crush ability to severely weaken him during the Battle of Coruscant, something Dooku had not anticipated when designing him. In his final duel, Obi-Wan further exploited Grievous's style by ambushing him first.
Hello there.
With the element of surprise now on his side, Kenobi was able to keep his cool, using his highly proficient defensive lightsaber style to defeat the Separatist general.